what do you think what flips the switch on that? Like, what for you said, I'm not doing what I should be doing, or I'm not overcommit. I'm not committed enough to this business. What happened there? Do you remember?
Perspective. I mean, it's all about your perspective. And I don't want to be knocking on doors the next 10, 15 years. I really don't. I enjoy what I do, but it's having the right, gratitude. I wake up every morning now happier. I'm thankful for my children, my wife, my friendship, my business partners. And realizing that, and it's something I've been practicing on every single morning for the past 2 years of what we have in front of us, because you're not going to find this anywhere else. I mean, I live a lifestyle that I could only dream of, and I do it in 3 days a week. So why not get deeper into this? Because there's always something else out there. Like, we're diving into the Medicare adventure, the annuity adventures. Like, it's exciting to me. So when you realize what you have, you don't take it for granted. And honestly, what the switch was for me is when I was having it was a Wednesday, didn't have a great Monday, didn't have a great Tuesday, but I'm driving down this long road in Missouri, but the sun's shining and birds are flying. Like, I don't want to sound corny or nothing, but it's when I had a sense of like peace, like, this is it. And I called Kevin, told him, man, I was like, I don't care what happened. I love what I do and I enjoy it. And that at that moment is when I finally became obsessed of what I'm doing.
That's so powerful, because if you think about, and I know me personally, especially out there knocking on doors, anytime you had a bad day, you would always revert. For me, it was like, all right, I'm going to revert back to that day I wrote 4 apps and however much premium, right? Because that feeling is a great feeling. You know that feeling. You're the number one agent. So visualizing yourself in those situations, that was something key. And I think growing up doing competitive dance, we always had to visualize ourselves on stage. And that's something that's carried through, because when we were the Curry group, and I would always visualize ourselves on stage accepting the number 1 award, because there's power in seeing yourself up there. So do you revert back to some of those bad days or some of those great days and really kind of pull from that energy?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, your victories are what is the driving force of everything. I used to be terrified of pulling into a house to have 5 cars in the driveway. Now I get excited about it because you end up helping a family. It's all about your past wins. And I say this a lot to all our new agents. If you take a calendar, 365 days, and you put a red dot for every bad day, and you put a green dot for every good day, you barely see the red because the green takes over. And it's all about your perspective. What you focus on the most is what you'll receive, right? So always thinking about your past win, your past victories, they get you in the right mindset where it doesn't matter what happened in that last home. And it just forces you to go to the next with a better attitude.
Well, and it allows you to persevere, right? It allows you to continue to push through, especially like you said earlier, Nick, when you're not feeling like it, right? When you're having those challenging days. So let me ask you this. I know that you've been growing a business out in Missouri, leading agents, and that can be challenging in itself. We know that. So what has been different about leading others versus leading yourself?
It's a lot more responsibility. It's no longer about you anymore, right? But that's what gets me excited is when I get to watch someone who is struggling in their previous life, and you bring them here and you guide them, and you're watching them be happy and do things that they always wanted to do. Like one of my agents, Emily Clemens, her son always wanted to go to an NBA basketball game. And she was able to do it last weekend. Went to Memphis and watched the Grizzlies played. And she had to spend the weekend down there. I was like, man, that made me so happy, more happier than I was for me doing those things. So just helping others succeed and get the things that they want drives me to do more and lead from the front. And that's why I'm not going to stop this 75 hard, because I don't want them to see me quit. They see me persevere through it, and it helps them do the same.